everybody, and welcome to another episode where I showcase one of my replica air rifles. Today we will be going over my Daniel Defense licensed Mark 18 Block 2 CQB-R. This Mark 18 is supposed to most likely resemble what a MARSOC Raider would be using at the current moment, although MARSOC has been gradually shifting over to the URGI in the last couple of years. I haven't actually used this one in an Airsoft match before. I've only used it really to plink in the backyard, but it is made by Evike or EMG. I think that's Evike Manufacturing Group. The Mark 18 is one of my favorite rifles of all time, mainly from seeing it in video games like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, and also Sicario 1, where I think his name is Josh Brolin, the actor in that movie, who plays, I think the name is Matt, as a Delta Force operator or CIA Black Ops operator, whatever. Haven't watched the movie in a while, I kind of forget the lore. But basically, he uses a Daniel Defense M4 with a really cool Surefire light, which I'm looking to get a reproduction of. You can see his character using it in the Coyote tunnel scene, where they're fighting with Mexican cartel members in the tunnel chains between, I believe, Texas and the Mexico border, obviously. Sicario's got to be one of my favorite movies of all time, behind Mile 21, which everyone in my family makes fun of me for liking because they think it's really bad, but I don't know, I'm a fan of good old Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch, and I don't know, I think he's good in that movie.
10.
South 1, the cavalry is en route. Get the hell out of there.
Also a lot of cool guns in that movie, like the 416 and the MCX, as well as a lot of Glocks, I believe. Oh, and at the beginning of the movie, he has a really cool 416 that's set up in a recce build, which is kind of weird because they're storming a house. I don't know what it would really be used for. It was either a 416 recce build or a 417 recce build, but either way, I really liked it, and I want to clone that movie rifle in real life at some point too. So I thought I'd quickly go over what's on the rifle. I've got a Magpul STR stock. I really like Magpul stocks, pretty much all of them. This one's design is really nice. It's very comfortable to use. The only thing is that, and maybe just because I'm especially retarded, but I don't like some of the mounting systems they use. So this little thing right here, you have to poke this out just enough and then kind of get an Allen key right under there to pry it up, to get it completely off. And I don't know, I've always really liked the B5 SOP mod and some of the HK stocks where you kind of just pull down on this piece right here and then it flings off, and it's really simple, and they lock really tight as well. Next up, we've got standard Colt A2 pistol grip and standard safety. It is not ambidextrous, as you can see, but it is very nice, and for the LARPers fun, it goes both ways. Then we got the Aimpoint Micro T1 with the LaRue mount. I really like this optic. I've used the Aimpoint optic of the T1 and T2 variety. Of course, everything you see on here is reproduction. I'm not going to waste money on real things that are probably going to get damaged or broken while shooting my friends in the woods with BBs and being retarded out there. So some people do, and no blame to them, but I'm not in the financial situation to do that. So again, Micro T1. I really like the LaRue mount. I've seen them a lot of clones, and of course on the actual SOP mod. I think it's Block 1 and Block 2 use these, and then with Block 2 they kind of phased out the T1 for the T2. But I have heard that a lot of guys actually prefer the T1 over the T2. I'm not really sure why, I'd have to read that again. But if you know why, leave it in the comments. Next up, we got the HRF magwell. This is a really nice magwell. makes loading magazines a little bit easier. But of course it's not necessary. It's more of an aesthetic choice over anything. But obviously, if you fumble with mags a lot, it's a lot easier to have kind of a guide system for you. A lot of people find. I don't really care. I'm not gonna say I'm proficient at reloading because that's bullshit, but I can do it in a pinch and don't really need the assistance of a magwell. But I do like the aesthetic of this, so I put it on the Mark 18. Then we got the PEC 15. I really like them. Obviously, they're clone correct to a lot of special operations builds, and the Army uses them. The Marines, if this was a more accurate to a MARSOC build, it would actually be a PEC 16B, which I have on my 416A5, which I'm trying to make look like a M27 IAR. Then we got the Insight M3X. I really like this flashlight. I've used it a lot. It has a cover on it so you can and to make sure that you don't negligent discharge your light in the middle of a fight, but it is very prone to just flipping up with very little action. Like, that took little to no effort at all. Just the slightest bit of force gets it to flick up. So in a lot of my airsoft videos where I've used this light on my rifles, I'll flip it up to engage and it'll just go flinging like that, and it is annoying, but whatever. If you're gonna buy cheap shit, expect cheap shit. Last up, we got the Knights Armament Co. flash hider. I don't exactly remember the exact designation it was given. All I know is that it's a replica Knights Armament one. And of course, it is capable of attaching a suppressor. And I really like the suppressor because it reminds me a lot of the original Corncob Knights Armament Co. NT4 suppressor from the really early days of the GWAT. And they're actually still used in the US Army and I think a couple others, but awesome. Really like Knights Armament Co. and wherever I can, I'm gonna put pieces of their stuff on my guns. Well, that about does it for today's video, guys. I'm not gonna go too in depth into anything else. I'm not gonna really show the bulk carrier group because I don't think many people are interested in that. I do have a UID sticker here that I bought just for the hell of it. Of course, since this rifle is gas blowback, it is capable of all that fun stuff. And yeah, that's basically it.